Hey, good morning, everybody. Want to be the first to wish you a very happy Friday. Hope everyone had a nice evening. Heading into, for here in the USA, we're heading into a long weekend with President's Day weekend. And before we get started, I just want to remind everybody about the risks associated with trading. I am not a licensed financial advisor. This broadcast is for demonstration and educational purposes only. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. All right. So it's about, we got about 12 or 13 minutes before the opening bell. And let's just get ready for the day. What I always like to do, excuse me, so we don't have any unpleasant surprises. Oh, happy Valentine's Day. Almost forgot. Tell the one you love that you love them. Love is in the air today. So let's see here. In the U.S., we had a red folder come out at 8:30. Let's see what the news was. I saw we had a big move down overnight, but it looks like it's bouncing back now. Let's see if we can get any indication of what the news report was. U.S. retail sales dropped broadly in month. Retail sales fell in January by more than forecast in a month marked by severe winter weather and deadly wildfires. Winter weather and deadly wildfires. How is that going to impact the trading environment? January U.S. retail sales tumble most in almost 2 years. All right, so we got some really negative news reports. Canada. And then the import and export price indexes. The price index for U.S. imports advanced 0.3% in January, the largest one-month rise since the index increased in April 24. Okay, so we don't actually have any red flag, any red folder news reports coming out during our session. But pre-market, there was some pretty big reports regarding the retail sales. On my leaderboard from running this, what we do is we enable these to run pre-market right through the London Open. And we put together what we call here, we refer to it as our leaderboard. These are the bots that are performing well in the current trading environment. In this current environment, these are the ones that are performing the best. It's not 100% guarantee that they'll continue to perform well. But they do come over the radar and tap us on the shoulder. Gold is number one on my leaderboard. And gold is steadily rising, almost to $3,000 an ounce now. So if today's your first day joining us, these are fully automated strategies that run on the NinjaTrader 8 platform. Once the strategies are enabled, the system will execute and manage the trades on your behalf. Full automation. We're going to be trading the futures index equities, NASDAQ, S&P 500, the Dow, with exception to the Russell. We've also added crude oil and gold for a really nice diversification. And when there's uncertainty in the market, gold can be a real moneymaker. We've got an exciting strategy on gold that has a runner with no defined profit target. It runs on a 2-unit Renko. And it gets into some monster moves. So we always like to keep an eye on gold. I'll tell you, I was watching the replay of yesterday's session, and Mark did really an outstanding video, and he showed how we can use ChatGPT to optimize our trading bots. If you missed that yesterday, what I did was I clipped it. I'm going to make it a little bit longer. I think I clipped it too short, and I should have let it play out a little further, but the version that's on there now is about 8 minutes long, and I'm going to extend it out to bring in how he tied it together at the end, just to confirm that the results are accurate by using an Excel spreadsheet. So if you didn't get a chance to see that yesterday, great information. He showed this week's data on the Velocity drone, and he exported it in a CS file, imported it into ChatGPT, and it told him, to make a long story short, it told him that the A entries on that Velocity bot were failing. The B and C entries were doing phenomenal, but the A entries were killing his performance. So I'll tell you, it makes me want to disable that Velocity stop, those A entries. I think what I'll do is take a quick look at my Velocity. Let me see which one I have on my trade copier. What I do with my leaderboard, so you know, is I use a trade copier, and I put a tab for each one of my bots that are on my leaderboard. For example, the gold drone, with the click of a mouse, I can turn it on and copy the trades that my gold drone does across my Apex accounts. And I could do that for each one of the bots on my leaderboard. So my Velocity, I have the SimSmart Velocity. So I'm going to go to that strategy. I had a bot yesterday on my computer, this SimSmart Stop 2, which is actually it was preceded the Velocity NASDAQ. It's the same exact bot. It just doesn't use the Velocity filter. But yesterday, my SimSmart Stop 2 was up $6,000. Wow. So we'll keep an eye on that one too. But I wanted to look at this SimSmart Velocity. And from watching Mark's video yesterday, he found that the signal A entries just didn't perform well. So I think what I'm going to do for today is I'm just going to disable my signal A's and just keep my B and C's. I am a firm believer in numbers and data. Numbers don't lie. And if the data shows that that signal A entry on that bot isn't working, I don't want it. Cut it out like a cancer.
Order submitted.
Good morning, Paramrup. Good morning, Rao. Rao's up 990 on the gold scalper. Great job, Rao. We're going to do a weekly recap, a weekly review. I call it the What Have You Done For Me Lately's. If you did well last month, well, that was good then. But what have you done for me lately? Right? Good morning, Kush. What have you done for me lately? We want to know what's hot now. What's going to make us money today? So I've also been running that 150 range bot, that RJ, who's a great, very valuable member of our trading community. We're going to focus on the ones that are winning. Let's go to my velocity drone. Smart stop velocity. Stop 2. I'll tell you, this bot that I kind of copied copied the Mack truck on that runs on a 20U, gaining more and more confidence in it. All right, we're getting ready. The bell's about to ring. Let's do it. 9:30. We're going to let things settle down. Good morning, Suzanne. Got a big President's Day weekend coming? Let's just take a look at the overall environment from overnight. Overnight is right here. Had a big move down, and now we're retracing to the upside on the NASDAQ. Here we go. Let the games begin. You can see our E-minis right at the VWAP. Headed right into resistance to the upside. There we go. You can see the spike in volume. Boom, in our profit window.
Order submitted.
Our ES30 just jumped in long. We're going to let the market settle down for a few minutes.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Gold's in short.
Order submitted.
Yeah, what I was doing, I was getting my Sim 101 account on the trade copier. I'm going to rename this tab. This is the Sim
Order submitted.
101. Okay. Okay, this is the bot that I've been doing really well with. Curious to see how it does right here. It took a beautiful entry, retraced back to the 50 and a continuation to the upside. Our 20 Unirenko is in an overall, it's in a long trend with our 50 EMA green. Let's see if we can get some legs on this. Good morning, Al. I like the entry. I like the entry on the NASDAQ. Our stop is right under support, which is a really beautiful place to be. Problem is our profit target is above resistance. Little indecision here.
Order submitted.
Let's see if it bounces off the support. 22,110. Here we go. Let's see if it breaks. A lot of buyers sitting right there. Bounced.
Order submitted.
God bless you too, sir. I'm always, well, I'm always conservative. But I was going to say I'm even more conservative on Fridays. Yeah, I know those big shots want to get out on the golf course. Be done early. Half day Friday. Coming into a long weekend. Let's see if we can get a winning trade and get on the sideline as quick as possible. Very choppy. Choppy, choppy. We're getting some selling pressure, though. E-mini, we're right at the VWAP. NASDAQ's bouncing off of support. Gold looks like it's ready to tumble. Good morning, Duke. There's the Dukester. Okay, it's trying to break through that support. Nothing doing just yet. Gold is the only thing that looks juicy right now. Could get a big move down on NASDAQ. We're getting some selling pressure here. A lot of downside support. Let's see where we are on our 20U. We're right at the 50. Could get a move down. Ah, I was going to take that one, but we'll let it go. Oh, there's a lot of downside support. The 30 range and 20U jumped. They jumped short. I don't like all that support to the downside to go short. I think a long entry might be the way to go. Thank you. Thank you.
Order submitted.
My wife brought me a smoothie. Let's wait till we find a direction here. I don't see anything yet. We could get a monster on gold.
Order submitted.
Went short again. I think it's risky. We've got a clear shot to the stop. Our profit target's buried under support. We're going to just be a spectator here. Sit on our hands.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Here we go. We're getting some selling pressure now. Oh. Okay, I want to check out the weekly review. There we go. Maybe this is giving us a direction. Now we're in short. Got some decent volume.
Order submitted.
Gold long. Let's see how this one goes. Might have to give give gold a try. Let's see if it has a nice move to the upside now. So far, it's a choppy market. Sometimes the best course of action is to take no action. Wow, look at this Mack truck drone. This is for this week. Talk about what have you done for me lately. Holy moly. The Mack truck drone on my computer is up $6,500 this week. Wow. Wow. And it's in a trade right now. Up at the top right. Let's go to the Mack truck drone. I can't go anywhere else but right there. 20U. That Mack truck drone. I love that 20U Norenko. In a volatile market, man, it does really well. Here it is here. You can see for this week, it's up $6,500. $6,500 this week. 73% win rate. My risk to reward is about 1-to-1, about even. But the winning percentage, 73%. That's trading one contract with that Mack truck. AJ, that's a good question. And there's a lot of reasons. But I'll mention a few of them. Number one is not everybody's going to get the exact same fill price. You might be off by a tick or two. There's only so many contracts available at each price. That's the way the auction works. But that's not the only reason. What also comes into play is slippage, tick differential. Your computer, the specs are not up to date. You're not running optimally. You're getting lag. Human error comes into play, even on these automated bots. I like to call it slipping on a banana peel. Okay, so I think it's safe to say that that might be my top strategy. Even with those results, just looking at this environment, ooh, gold is tempting to catch on a short move here. Maybe I'll turn on gold for one trade. I turned on gold on some evals. See if we can get this short move. There we go. It's the only thing on my leaderboard that I see that I have the potential to do something with. Let's see if we can get our first profit target. That's usually the key to this strategy. Here we go. So now we're in it on a runner. And our gear is buried, so let's let the good times roll here. Let's see if we can get this thing to move for us. Keep pushing down.
Order submitted.
All right. Picked up 130 bucks. This is the time analysis. It's one thing to identify that the Mack truck had a great week. I think it's also important to know when it did it. When it did it, the most profitable times of the day. This is an analysis, a time analysis of that drone. It runs 23 hours a day. My bottom axis is each half hour of the day. On my left-hand axis is the price of how much money, P&L, the net profit. You can see, let's see, net profit, the best times to run this strategy. 5:30 was, number one is 8:30 a.m. When those economic news reports come out, gold always gets a burst of volatility. Now we might be able to pivot to our NQ velocity here. Let's see if we can catch a long on this NQ. I see my 20U jumped in long. Good volume. Let's see if we can catch a move up. Got this upside, hold on. Got this upside resistance. Something to be aware of, and I've seen this happen before. You see I have one bot, the gold drone, that's up 1,000. And then I basically have nothing else on my leaderboard. This is a good day to sit on my hands. When there's only one bot doing well, that's telling me, hey, this may not be the best trading environment today because the rest of the bots are losing. My chances have dwindled. I'm almost tempted to jump in gold short again. So I don't really like to trade when my leaderboard is not filled with profitable bots. There's nothing wrong with not taking any trades. We don't want to pull in any losers. Walter, that's called our NDT trade execution platform. It semi-automates, and it does have that feature where you can get in on the close of an instrument, like a Unorenko bar, close of a bar. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Under my strategies, if I create a new strategy and select the NDT, and I put it on the same data series as my chart, a Unorenko 2510, and I'll put it on the same account, my Sim Gold. And I click OK, and then I enable that strategy. Now what comes up is this NDT. And I can select exit on a line change. So it's a momentum-based trailing stop. Put it on a stop limit order. And then I can take my gold runner this ATM strategy. Let's give it a little more room. And we'll put a 20 tick trailer. Save that. Now, if I wanted to get into a trade, like you mentioned, Walter, with this tool, I can, on a discretionary basis, if I want to go long, I can buy on an up close. If I want to go short, I can sell on a down close. Once this trade closes, I'll show it to you a little better. The Friday before a holiday. This is what we get to work with. Be very careful. It's also a great tool to catch reversals. We have a feature called Good Until Cancel right here, where if I sell on a down close, it'll catch the first reversal to the downside. After a big, huge move up, if I have that Good Until Cancel feature on the NDT and I sell on a down close, The very first reversal to the downside, it's going to pop you in, and it's going to use the ATM strategy that I just made, the one that's saved in my Ninja. It's got a 20 tick stop loss. We'll put the profit at 20. And my second profit target is going to go to break even at 20 and trail by 20 with no defined profit target.
Order submitted.
Oh, I'm on the NQ.
Order submitted.
You gotta, that's the human errors I was just talking about. You gotta make sure that you're on the right instrument. So my NDT, oh Lord, is on the NASDAQ instead of gold. Very common mistake. So I would want this to be on gold.
Order submitted.
See, now if I click sell on down close, I can manually get into this trade at the close of the Unorenco bar. If this Unorenco candle closes to the downside, it will automatically pop me into that trade with that ATM. Yeah, it's a great tool for manual trading. But if that candle closes to the downside, you get into the trade with momentum, with wind behind your back because it's pushing down. You could also put in a pullback. If you put in a pullback, you always stand the risk of the trade just blowing right past you. But using that pullback gives you a bit of a premium because it'll have to come back one tick and then follow down into the trend, and the fill is one tick up, so you're a little bit shorter distance to your profit target. No, Walter, it's not part of the AI auto, no. Now, it just popped this in. This is a tool that it is part of the money flow tracker system, or it's sold separately. And if anybody that owns the AI auto wanted to give it a try, send me an email to support@rightlinetrading.com. We've got a manual that comes with it, an instruction manual. And it has some really nice features. Hey, this Saturday, I meant to tell you, tomorrow, oh, now my strategy popped in also. So I'm kind of in this trade double on a discretionary basis. And the automated strategy also kicked in. So I have two strategies that simultaneously are in this trade for a double trade. Let me close this because I don't want to mess up the results. But tomorrow, if you're going to be around, I'm going to be in the Investors Summit tomorrow. If you're going to be available at 2:15 Eastern, or even if you're not available, if you register, you'll automatically get the replay. And I'm going to be going over the month's top performing bots, do a live Q&A,
Order submitted.
and we're going to discuss some of the new features that are coming out. And just to give you a hint, one of the new features we're working on is just what Mark Miller showed yesterday, except we're going to automate it. Here we go. Maybe we'll catch a big move down here. Give us something to trade. Let's see if we get some follow through to the downside. So I'm going to put the link for tomorrow's webinar in our chat box here. They're having a President's Day Special Investors Summit that I'm going to be a part of. My presentation is at 2:15. Oh, I didn't see the link come through. Oh, there it is. Is that link working? Let me put it in again. Oh, oh no. Oh man. Hmm. Okay, there's the link. It's coming up. All right, tomorrow at 2:15. Even if you're not going to be available, still register and you'll get the replay. Excuse me one second. Okay, sorry about that.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
And I took off the signal A's on the velocity, and I'm seeing really nice signal A entries. It's always when you, oh, I tell you, this trading is, uh, hey, Mark. Normally I do, yes. It just so happens that last night my computer did an update, and I woke up this morning and it was off. So I turned it on at about, I want to say about 6 or 7 a.m. But normally I like to let them run throughout the entire session. Um, Even, right starting at 6 p.m., you have the session break between 5 and 6 Eastern. Right after that session break, I like to let it run right through the New York Stock Exchange Open. The more data that we could feed this engine, the more accurate it's going to be. The logic, the way it works, is we have for each one of our bots, we have another bot that it runs with in tandem that we call our drone. Our drone is kind of, just what it insinuates. It scopes out the trading environment, the whole big picture of the playing field. And it shares that intel through a database with the bot that it trades with. And the bot will make adjustments to its parameters based on that information. And that was always the knock on automated strategies, is they would become stale. They would constantly need to be optimized because of the ever-changing market conditions. With this technology, it gives us the ability for these bots to self-adjust. And the next step in this is going to be what Mark showed you yesterday. The bots, we have 3 or 4 different triggers for each one of the bots. And it's going to learn automatically which triggers are working the best and which ones are not working. And it will optimize, it will self-adjust its own parameters to only trigger on the ones that are historically doing well for the last few sessions. This e-bot, this e-mini bot is slowly working its way up. Maybe we're finding a direction now. Let's see what happens when we hit this upside resistance, if we break through it or not. Good volume. We're at 3,000 contracts a minute. We're getting some real buying pressure here to the upside. Let's see if we can break through 22,160. We got a lot of sellers sitting right there. I hope that answers your question, Mark. But if you come in, if you register for tomorrow's webinar, I'm going to explain the logic how this works. The drones run 23 hours, but the bots only run when the drones are profitable. For the hours out of the day that it gets crushed, the bot will step aside. Let's see if we were about to retest this area of resistance. Really the high of the session. Yes, the high of the session. My PA accounts this week on Apex 1421, that's across 3 accounts for this week. For this month, on the PA accounts, just over $3,000. Exactly. Exactly. The drones, because they're sharing a database with the bots, the drones tell the bots when to put. Here, let me show you. If I open the settings of a strategy, what it's going to do is the drone will tell the bot what hours of the day it's making money consistently. The bot will only trade during those windows that it does the best. And this all changes dynamically based on your performance. We put more weight on the more recent trades, but it does a look back a few weeks with a higher priority put on the most recent trades.
Order submitted.
Oh, we're back in gold. Back in gold. It came right to my leaderboard. It told me, hey, look at me, look at me. Rao hit a monster on gold today. He was up 900 early. Look at gold. Not only that, Mark, not only will it self optimize the trading hours, but it also moves the position of your stop and profit targets. So in a ranging choppy market, it should move them in closer for you. In a trending market, it's going to pull them out, let you capitalize on the trend. Try to get a maximum excursion. Yay.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Okay, I'm back. Jumped in short again on gold. Starting to catch a rhythm now with these short trades. Here's another one. Bam, got the first target. Now we're in this on a runner. We have no defined profit target. We've got a 20 tick trailer. And we'd love to see this go down to $2,000. Wouldn't that be nice? We've had a member of ours, Jason, ran it overnight, caught a $4,000 move on this gold bot. But it was no secret. Our methodology is to play the leaderboard. And the leaderboard told us from the jump to play the gold drone. Wow, there's a beauty. And listen, you could take profits anytime you want on this move. My Laguerre, you can see my RSI line, my relative strength index, is just locked to the bottom. I can even pin my stop. Well, let's let it run. Let's see what happens.
Order submitted.
What a beautiful trade that was. And it's not done yet. Boy, that gold is the way to go today. Oh, here we go. Waiting for something. That looked juicy, like a juicy entry right there. Just haven't been getting any follow through today on the NASDAQ. $22.55 on gold. It has these sessions that you could piggyback some trades on it and just run up the score. Man, I'm tempting to jump in again. Let me see. We'll give it a shot. Why not? It's so far, it's really oversold.
Order submitted.
George, that's a bot that we shared.
Order submitted.
I don't believe it is on the master list, but it's something that we shared in our Discord chat. Let me show you where it is. We meant to put it out last week, and we probably will this week, because it's a great tool to have in your toolbox. On days like today, when gold is the only thing running, if you go to our strategy collaboration channel, you'll find it here.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Here we go. We're in short on gold. Let's see if we can get, man, we're really asking for a lot. Another move down. But if you go in here, you're going to find the golds to you, George. We're asking for a lot on this move down. It's so far oversold. I would have loved to have seen a little bit more of a retracement, but let's see if it'll go for us.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
There it goes. Ah, man, I got out of the trade too early. Huge volume on gold. Gold was just at 1,000 contracts a minute. Taking a huge leg down. All right, we got Mr. David Wise right behind me. I think the story of the day is the gold bot. There's not much, there's very little else to really talk about, to be honest with you. Here we're getting a retracement. We could get another continuation down. Let me try to get on another.
Order submitted.
Let's go. Breakthrough there.
Order submitted.
Oh. Hmm.
Order submitted.
Come on, let's get a big move up. Big retracement. Hit that profit target. Come on. Hit it. Ah. Oh. One tick away. I hate when that happens. Come on, pop up to the upside. Oh.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Oh. Man almighty.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
See it can break through.
Order submitted.
All right. So let me, yeah, that was really the only bot that we could say anything good about today was that gold, the gold bot. Let's see how our 150 range did today. With this choppy market, I'm sure it didn't do well. No. All right, well, let's end it on this last trade on gold. Let's see if we can let the good times roll to the downside. One more big push down would be nice. Keep going. Push on down.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
All right. Good way to end it.
Order submitted.
Rouse Scalper got 450. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for me for today. Let me bring over my results. My results for today. Somehow, one of my bots wound up losing. I traded gold on all of them. I'm not exactly sure what happened to 44. It was down 190, but across 6 Apex accounts, I was up $1,000 trading gold. Gold was the only thing that gave us any hope of bringing home the bacon today. So the methodology worked very well. Let's see, we're in another short move. I turned off my copier. It's a good time to turn it off. It just lost that trade. But jumping into those bots that come up on our leaderboard is one way that we can look to extract some profits out of the market. When institutional money is influencing one of these tickers, it's going to come to the top of our leaderboard. There's no hiding from us. So that's really what it comes down to. Institutional money was selling off gold and rotating their assets into something different. And it came right to the top of our leaderboard, and we were able to capitalize on it and keep the win streak alive. Wow, Ron Nettles. Holy moly, Ron. Ron's up 10 grand. You know, I just turned mine on at 6 or 7 a.m. Maybe you were running yours overnight. But 10 grand, holy moly. Yeah, this gold is just on a tear. I think I should just keep trading it. You know, I hate to get greedy. Congratulations, Ron. Wow. 10 grand. Man, it's in another monster. Look at this one. Man, we might be going for the record. Well, listen, I hope if this answers your question, if you ever had the question, which bot do I trade? If you were to trade anything else but the gold drone today, you got it wrong. The gold drone was the one to trade today. That was an exclamation point on how this session went today. Listen, I hope everybody has a blessed weekend. Enjoy your long for everyone in the U.S. Thank you, AJ. Yes, that put the exclamation point on it. Here we go again. Well, listen, I hope you have a nice barbecue this weekend. Nice long weekend. Spend some quality time with those that you care the most about. You know, I always think of President's Day. I don't know why. I always think of the Daytona 500. I know the Daytona 500 at this time of the year. Big car race, barbecues, good times. Have a blessed weekend, everyone. David Wise is coming up behind me. Come check me out on the Investors Summit tomorrow. We'll have a really great time tomorrow, 2:15. From 2:15 to 3 o'clock, we're going to do a presentation on the AI auto. And we're going to go over what's hot, what's not. The new features coming. I've got something new that's man, this is going to be even more of a powerhouse of a system with this new ChatGPT integration right into the coding of this strategy. So we're really taking it to the next level as far as technology goes, and we're furthering the integration of artificial intelligence into these bots. Oh no, it went long. So I hope everybody has a blessed, long weekend. We're having a huge sale here at Right Line Trading. Let's see if this one catches legs to the upside. This thing is so far oversold, you figure a retracement was coming sooner or later. This bot will do it up, down, sideways, makes no difference. That is Eastern Time, Maverick. I put the registration link if you scroll up on the chat. Make sure you register for that because I'm going to go over that new integration in detail. Mark, we put a 7-minute video in our YouTube channel that kind of explains exactly what we're integrating into the system. Instead of doing it manually, though, it's going to do it automatically. Sergio's been working away at it. Here we go, $500 move on gold. Ron Nettles up 10 grand right now on gold. I'm sitting at 23,000. Thank you, Dukester. Now, David Wise, listen, if you would, do me a favor. Please like my video on YouTube. Really helps us out as a company. If you like the videos and you want to come join us every day, Monday through Friday, please like our video. Help us get a little traction, some new eyes. Look at this gold drone. Go to town. Holy moly. Let's take a bigger look. Look at this retracement. Holy cow. This is probably 2-3 standard deviations below the mean. And we're getting a big retracement. Woo-wee. This could be a record gold trade for YouTube Live. Look at that chart. That gold drone did it today. Look at that.
Order submitted.
That was a monster. $3,155 today on the gold drone. Incredible. Have a blessed weekend, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Let's have a long weekend. Let's do it. Have a good one, everyone. So long.